Hi everybody, welcome to A+ English. I'm Pat.
And I'm Mike.
So Mike, have you ever made a really interesting or strange discovery in your own house or garden?
That's a really good question. I've never dug up any buried treasure in my house. I have found a few old paintings and things that people left behind. Unfortunately, none of them were very valuable. No, I don't think I've made a lot of discoveries in my home. How about you? Have you ever found any hidden treasure around your home?
Not treasure. We found a really old bullet from a gun at the stream at the bottom of our garden.
Really?
But it didn't look like a modern bullet. It looked like an old, rifle World War II kind of bullet.
Really?
So we have no idea how it got there, who it belonged to. It could have come down through the stream. The house is quite old, so who knows?
Wow.
Well, in today's article, which is our Meet the Wangs comic strip, we're going to start off with the twins discovering something interesting in their garden. Let's read through the article.
Meet the Wangs. Meet the Wangs. Meet the Wangs. Meet the Wangs. Meet the Wangs.
A message from Grandma.
请在美句朗读后一起跟着念哦 Let's go!
Jimmy and Timmy are playing in the garden. They see mac and cheese digging in the ground.
Why are mac and cheese digging over there? Maybe they found some treasure. Is there any treasure inside it? No, just a lot of old letters. Let's show them to Paige. She loves to read.
The twins find Paige and give her the letters.
These letters are from Grandma. But Grandma died a long time ago. We sent ghost money to her. Maybe her ghost is writing letters to us.
I should show these to Mom and Dad.
They take the letters to their parents. Grandpa is there too.
I forgot about this. Grandma wrote letters to us and put them in this time capsule.
This one is for you, Grandpa. And this one is yours, Dad.
Word power!
Dig, 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 dug, dug. Mom dug a hole in the ground and planted some seeds. Mom dug a hole in the ground and planted some seeds. Maybe. Maybe. Ryan isn't at school today. Maybe he is sick. Ryan isn't at school today. Maybe he is sick. Letter. Letter. I got a letter from my friend this morning. I got a letter from my friend this morning. Ghost. Ghost. Are there any ghosts in that old house on the hill? Are there any ghosts in that old house on the hill?
So we begin with our first picture, which shows Jimmy and Timmy are playing in the garden.
Absolutely. And then the second picture, it says that they see Mac and Cheese digging in the ground. Mac and Cheese are the two dogs. Of course, dogs will start digging in the ground when they think they've found something. And this attracts Jimmy's attention. And he says,
Why are Mac and Cheese digging over there?
Good question.
It is a good question, but before we can answer it, we're going to look at our first word power word of the article, which is the verb dig, D-I-G, dig. Now, the past tense and PP for this word are dug, D-U-G. So it goes dig, dug, dug. Okay, now to dig means to move earth or snow or sand or something like that, usually to make a hole in the ground. For example, Mom dug a hole in the ground and planted some seeds. Mom dug a hole in the ground and planted some seeds.
All right, let's get back to the article. Next, we also see that Jimmy used a phrase there. He said, why are Mac and Cheese digging over there? And when we use this phrase over there, we're talking about a place that is probably close by. We can probably see this place, but basically we're showing that there's a difference between here, where we are, and another place over there. People will often look or point their finger to show the other person they're talking to where exactly they mean when they say over there. So it'll be a small distance away, probably not on the other side of the country, but maybe just within a few meters. You might say, hey, what's that over there? And by looking or pointing in that direction, you're showing the person where you're talking about. For example, there's a group of people over there. What are they looking at?
Okay, so they see the dogs who are digging over there, somewhere in their garden. So Timmy, he has an idea. He says, maybe they found some treasure, which would be really cool. So let's look at our next word power word, which is maybe. M-A-Y-B-E. Maybe. And the word maybe is used to show that something is possible or that something might be true. We use this when we want to suggest something. We don't know for sure, but we're saying it could be this. Here's what I think. For example, Ryan isn't at school today. Maybe he is sick. Ryan isn't at school today. Maybe he is sick.
We also use words like possibly or perhaps or something like that in a very similar way. And Timmy was talking about maybe the dogs found some treasure. Now, treasure is a noun, and of course, treasure is the kind of thing that pirates will want to hide, steal, trade, take away from other people if they have a lot of it. Treasure is spelled T-R-E-A-S-U-R-E. And it's something like gold, diamonds, jewels, valuable things that pirates, of course, in the stories will put in a big box called a chest, a treasure chest. And then if you believe the stories, they'll bury them and hide them somewhere and then maybe draw a map showing how to find the treasure. So if you do ever find a pirate's treasure map, the map will show you how to get to the treasure, which hopefully will be full of gold and diamonds and all sorts of valuable things. For example, we could say Aladdin went into a big cave full of treasure. Yeah, he was another guy who was interested in finding treasure, wasn't he?
He was. So we can see in the picture that the twins go to look and find an old box.
Oh, that could be it.
It's interesting.
Absolutely. And Jimmy says, is there any treasure inside it? He's thinking this old box, possibly it's big enough to be called a chest, which is a type of larger box, often made of wood. Is there any treasure inside the box? Is it actually a treasure chest?
Well, Timmy opens the box to find many letters.
Letters?
Yeah, just lots of old bits of paper.
Gold or doubloons or pieces of 8?
Nothing treasury at all.
Oh, that's too bad. And Timmy says, no, there is no treasure inside it. And then he says, just a lot of old letters. Not the kind of treasure they were looking for, but, letters could be valuable. Letters, spelled L-E-T-T-E-R. Now, here we're not talking about letters like A, B, C, D, the letters we learn when we learn the alphabet. These letters are written messages. Messages that are, in the old days, written by hand on paper with a pen and ink. And you would put the letter in an envelope and maybe send it by mail to someone. Before email, we had, not email. We had written letters on paper. But actually, an email is a letter as well. You're writing a message to a person. You're sending to one special person, a specific person. And what you're talking about in the letter can depend. It could be a business letter. It could just be a friendly letter to say hi to a friend. But the idea is you're writing a message, you're sending it to someone, and then hopefully they will answer your letter with a letter of their own. For example, we could say, I got a letter from my friend this morning. I got a letter from my friend this morning. I can't remember the last time I ever sent a paper letter.
No, it's been a while. So the twins are a little disappointed. There's no treasure, but Jimmy says, let's show them, meaning the letters, to Paige. She loves to read.
Oh, okay. Maybe she can give them an idea about what the letters are, if they're important. So then it says the twins, they find Paige and give her the letters.
And Paige says, these letters are from Grandma.
Ooh.
And that's quite a surprise.
That is quite a surprise because, as Timmy says next, but Grandma died a long time ago. So that would explain why the letters were buried in the garden and Grandma didn't have them. Grandma, unfortunately, isn't alive anymore.
Jimmy has an idea. He says, we send ghost money to her. So he's kind of thinking, okay, maybe there's something like that going on. We'll look at the word ghost money. I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce this right, but it's 纸钱. Is the way I've been told how to say it. I think it's a special kind of paper money that is burned to make sure people who have passed away have money in the afterlife. It's a part of Chinese, Taiwanese, and other cultures.
That's kind of the yellow type of paper that people will take to a temple or maybe burn in the street outside of their home. Yeah, as a way of giving their dead ancestors up in heaven or wherever some money to spend on, food and other things that even ghosts need. And Jimmy says maybe her ghost is writing letters to us. Oh, that's a good guess. I'm not sure if that's true, but it's an interesting guess from Jimmy. So he's thinking these letters are coming from Grandma, from beyond the grave, from heaven, from wherever Grandma's spirit or soul is. And if we're talking about the spirit of a person who's died or the soul of a person, we could also call that possibly a ghost. The difference is a ghost is a spirit that we can see here on Earth. Real living people, if they see the spirit or soul of a person on Earth, they could call it a ghost. Ghosts, of course, are traditionally scary and maybe even dangerous, but, some people might feel that, this is a kind ghost or a friendly ghost. It's not going to hurt us, but it is the sign of a person who is not alive anymore. We spell ghost G-H-O-S-T. G-H-O-S-T, and that H, by the way, of course, is mostly silent. It's not a ghost, it's a ghost. For example, are there any ghosts in that old house on the hill? Are there any ghosts in that old house on the hill? I hope not.
Okay, so Paige doesn't think it's from a ghost, but she does say
that's unlikely.
I should show these to Mom and Dad. So they will know more about what's going on. So we see in the picture that they take the letters to their parents, and Grandpa, of course, Grandma's husband, is there too.
That's right. Grandpa, he's still alive. He's still around. Maybe he can give them some clues. And he does recognize the box and the letters. He says, I forgot about this. So it's something that happened in the past. Grandpa just kind of forgot about it. The memory of it slipped from his mind. And then he explains Grandma wrote letters to us and put them in this time capsule. What a very interesting idea. So when Grandma was alive, before she died, she wrote the letters with her own hands, and then she put them in this time capsule. Now, what is a time capsule? It's not exactly like a time machine from a movie or something. It's basically a box of some kind, probably a box that is waterproof. You put all sorts of things in it from now, from the time you live in, and then stick it in a hole, bury it in the ground, dig a hole, put the time capsule inside, and maybe 10, 20, 50, 100 years in the future, people who are alive then will find it, will dig it up, open it up, and see what's inside. So it's sort of like taking a picture of the time that you live in, except you're filling the box with things.
Okay, so this box is obviously full of letters, and they're for the family because Paige is now giving out the letters to the family, and she's saying, this one is for you, Grandpa, and this one is yours, Dad. So Grandma has written all of these letters for them, and then the family starts reading Grandma's letters. Now, we're going to have to stop there and find out tomorrow what she wrote for them all, because now it's time for our wrap-up for today.
Wait for it. It's review time. 复习时间到喽。
Okay, so Mike, if you were going to make a time capsule, people could maybe dig it up in the future. What things would you put in it? Would you put letters in it?
I think letters might be interesting, but I think one of the first things I would think would be a newspaper. Newspapers, carry, of course, information about the time we live in, and they also might show you a little bit about the styles of the times or the things that people considered important. So that would be a good place to start.
And it would have a date on,
and it would
so
have
they
a date
knew
on, of
when
course.
it's from.
Yeah,
I would probably put, if it was my time capsule, I would put photos of myself, I think, and a small note just to say who I am, where I'm from, and why I'm making this.
That's
just to explain what's going on.
Right, maybe some CDs of popular music. So people
if they can play CDs, then.
That's true, if they can play them. I guess it's sort of on the same line. A smartphone would be great, because those are very important in the time we live in now.
I might put a dictionary so people know all the words and what we're talking about, and they can learn a language.
But, with things like a smartphone, you'd have to wonder, will it work in the future?
Probably not.
Or will it just be sort of this piece of plastic?
Battery will die.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, that's all the time we have for today, but join us tomorrow for part 2 of Meet the Wangs, A Message from Grandma. See you then. Bye for now.
Step by step.
Over there.
I can't find my wallet.
Your wallet is over there on the living room sofa.
Oh, thank you.
Let's. It's such a nice day today.
You're right. We should go somewhere.
Let's go to Dan Forest Park.
嗨，大家好，有没有很想念我呢？没错，就是我英文大师又回来啦。问大家大家会不会怕小强呢？我个人是不太会啦， 但是呢，我的室友啊可是非常的怕。有一天啊，我在客厅看电视的时候呢，他突然啊叫我去他房间里。我进去时，他就指着墙上说 There's a huge cockroach over there. Help me kill it. There's a huge cockroach over there. Help me kill it. 有只大蟑螂在墙上啦，帮我杀了它。相信大家一定很常听到 over there 这个片语，意思呢就是在那边。像是在恐怖电影里啊，你可能就会听到有人说 Did you see that? Something is moving over there. 你有没有看到啊？有个东西在那里动又或者是啊，班上呢有一些同学比较内向，你就可以释出善意，跟他说 Don't just stand over there. Come join us. Don't just stand over there. Come join us. 不要光站在那里啊，过来加入我们吧。那除了 over there 在那边，你当然呢也可以说 over here 在这里。像是有时候在饭店啊，有些小朋友会一直跑来跑去，你可能呢就会听到他妈妈跟他说 Stop running around. Come over here. 不要在那边一直跑来跑去啦，过来这里。好啦，那我室友呢一直大叫我无法专心杀蟑螂嘛，我就跟他说 Okay, let's calm down first. Let's calm down first. 好，让我们先冷静一下。Let's 的意思呢就是让我们……有提议的感觉在里面。后面呢接要做的事，要注意的是后面的动词呢要使用原形动词。为什么呢？因为啊 let's 其实是 let us 的缩写，而 let 是个使役动词，所以后面的动词呢一律都要使用原形动词哟。举个例子，像是最近刚上映不久的蜘蛛人好像不错看，你就可以说 Let's go see Spider-Man together. I heard it's great. 一起去看蜘蛛人吧，我听说不错哟。Let's go see Spider-Man together. I heard it's great. 之后呀，我就帮我室友打蟑螂。就在我要打的时候呢，那只小强突然间非常迅速的躲到他的衣柜后面，所以我就打不到啦。我就跟我室友说 Let's just pretend there's no cockroach here in your room. Yay, hooray! 就让我们假装根本没有蟑螂在你房间里吧。Let's just pretend there's no cockroach here in your room. 是不是很聪明呢？我这种室友哪里找啊？大家说是不是嘞？好啦，那大家是不是对 over here 跟 let's 的用法都更加熟悉了呢？下次见咯，拜拜。
Me the ones, me the ones, me the ones, me the ones, me the ones.
A message from Grandma. Jimmy and Timmy are playing in the garden. They see mac and cheese digging in the ground.
Why are mac and cheese digging over there? Maybe they found some treasure. Is there any treasure inside it? No, just a lot of old letters. Let's show them to Paige. She loves to read.
The twins find Paige and give her the letters.
These letters are from Grandma.
But Grandma died a long time ago. We sent ghost money to her. Maybe her ghost is writing letters to us.
I should show these to Mom and Dad.
They take the letters to their parents. Grandpa is there too.
I forgot about this. Grandma wrote letters to us and put them in this time capsule.
This one is for you, Grandpa. And this one is yours, Dad. Dig, 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 dug, dug. Mum dug a hole in the ground and planted some seeds. Mum dug a hole in the ground and planted some seeds. Maybe, maybe. Ryan isn't at school today. Maybe he is sick. Ryan isn't at school today. Maybe he is sick. Letter. Letter. I got a letter from my friend this morning. I got a letter from my friend this morning. Ghost. Ghost. Are there any ghosts in that old house on the hill? Are there any ghosts in that old house on the hill?